Every time I see some politician or pundit saying, oh, we need to think about the death and about the burden on the children, thinking, what about the young people right now who can't get their lives properly started? So it's really terrible, and it's a problem, of course, across the entire advanced world. But in many ways, it's terrible, but it's certainly incredibly bad here. And the thing about it is that none of this has to be happening. This is not one of those things where, we didn't have a plague of locusts, we were not hit by a tsunami, there wasn't some act of God that created this terrible situation. It was acid man, and perhaps even more important right now, it's easily solvable. We've seen this movie before. We know how this works. It's been an interesting thing here because you tend to think that, people who are demanding that we solve this thing quickly must be, crazy idealists who are defying the wisdom of economic knowledge. But it's actually the other way around. It's actually the people in charge who are refusing to end this thing quickly, who are ignoring the lessons of history and rejecting economic knowledge that we know from history. This is, there are some lessons that we learned, I thought we learned really well, which are things like do not slash government spending and lay off hundreds of thousands of workers in the middle of the Depression. I thought we knew that. And yet we've been ignoring all of that hard-earned knowledge. I actually have seen an advance of the review that will come out in the New York Times. You should know that the New York Times book review is run by Santana House, who's very much a neocon, and makes a point whenever a progressive comes out with a book to find someone who will attack it. And it's not really an attack, but the reviewer is shocked at the lack of respect I showed for highly respected people. I think he uses that phrase like Erskine Bowles and Ellen Simpson. And there's a phrase I picked up. I don't know, is Duncan Black here? I don't know, but anyway, there's a phrase I picked up from Duncan Black, aka Netroots, that has I love and use, applies to everything, which is very serious people, capital V, capital S, capital P. And what we've had is we're living under the tyranny of the very serious people who are partly defending class interests and partly just getting it wrong. Just going with their prejudices instead of what we know from textbook economics, what we know from 80 years of historical experience, and are messing this up. And we could solve this. Solving this depression is not fundamentally an economic problem. It's a political problem. It's a problem of getting getting those very serious people out of the way and doing what we actually already know, which is why gatherings like this are important. Thank you. Thanks.